Hey guys, it is MissSimReno. If you are returning to the channel, welcome back. And if you're brand new, I am very excited that you decided to join me here today for another apartment renovation. Hello. I feel like I haven't done one of these in a really long time. I think the last time that I did an apartment renovation was when the Basement Treasure kit came out or something like that, or at least close to that release. I can't really recall, but I just thought it was perfect for like a tiny NYC style apartment. I also did an apartment, like a studio for an artist, because I thought a lot of those objects could really, I don't know, kind of show like more of an eclectic, mishmashed, thrifty style, and I really enjoyed that. But I haven't done just a regular old apartment renovation because in those other apartments that I just mentioned, I did make them studios. So I used the platforming tool to block off almost half of the apartment units that I ended up building in. And in this one, I didn't do that. I just wanted to use this full apartment, and I really wanted to challenge myself and try to make something that was, from my perspective, maybe a little bit more contemporary and less colorful, less, I don't want to necessarily say less cozy, because for some people this could be like the coziest of cozy apartments. But to me, when I work with like a contemporary or modern style, it just doesn't feel that way. But that's just my take on it. For me, that's what I wanted to try to do, though. I wanted to try to use more contemporary items. And specifically, I wanted to try to use the Modern Luxe kit a little bit more, because when it did first come out, I think the first build that I used it on, or in, I should say, was a large autumnal family home that I posted maybe recently. I don't know. I never post things in order of me recording them. It took me a while to collect that thought. But yeah, I haven't really focused on the kit that much. And as you probably know, if you've been around the channel for a while, this is not my typical style. This is not the style that I prefer to build in. It is not a style that I personally enjoy. But I want to try to challenge myself and continuously try new things or use or build in styles that I don't normally like. And that's primarily because I don't want to feel stagnant, number one. And number two, I want to build things that also appeal to other people's preferences. Do you know what I mean? I can make cozy homes all day with more traditional or rustic style furniture, but doing something a little bit different every now and then can be refreshing, challenging, frustrating, but also somewhat welcomed. So that's what we're doing. We're in, I think this is 131021 Chic Street. And this is just going to be a single, like 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom apartment. I have made this a 2 bedroom before, which is kind of challenging. There's a few different ways that I've done it, but since I wanted more open living spaces, this felt like the good route to go, just making it a 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom. Now, I don't know. I struggle with floor plans in apartments, okay? I've never really been good at them. I come up with a floor plan, and I know, number one, I'm not the first one to come up with it. And number two, I always second guess the floor plans I come up with. So let me know if you enjoy this floor plan, or if you think it's like too cramped, or I don't know, if you have recommendations to find like a resource that might provide different floor plan ideas, that'd be really cool. I know there are some people that are super creative with coming up with different floor plans. I'm not one of them, to be completely frank. I would rather not, to be honest. Sometimes what I want to try to do, well, actually sometime in the near future, I kind of want to try to renovate an apartment, but maintain the original floor plan that it came with. Does that make sense? I don't want to change things around. I want to try to maintain a floor plan and see if I can make it work, because some of the floor plans in these apartments are real wonky. They can be really, really odd, especially in some of the bigger units. I think this one here is probably one of my favorite apartments in San Myshuno. I think my favorite one is Penny Pizzazz's apartment. I just don't remember the address. It's 13. Well, I say that and then I'm going to try to remember it anyway. I think it's like 131221 Chic Street. It's a Chic Street apartment. That's all I can basically recall. But yeah, I really like this unit too. I think the odd part of it is just the really big windows towards what I end up making the primary bedroom. Sometimes I've made that a living room and a kitchen combined. I really like that. I did an apartment. I think I called it like a dreamy apartment or something. I really liked that floor plan that I ended up coming up with. It's like the one time I enjoyed a floor plan that I felt like I came up with. I don't know. And that was just a 1 bedroom too. But you can see here I talked through basically the layout of these primary living spaces. This does change ever so slightly. I was really struggling with the color scheme because I wanted to bring the green tones from the kitchen that I used from Dream Home Decorator into this living space, as well as a lot of those kind of mid-tier brown colors from the table and the wood textures. But this wallpaper here, it was just not doing it for me. It made the couches blend in almost too much for me, and it almost looks more red than brown, so I do end up changing it to the paneling that came with the Book Nook kit in a much lighter wood tone, and I changed the floors to a darker wood tone. I was just trying to find a balance between the two spaces and with the floors and the walls. So here you can see I did make that change off camera, and then I do some finagling with this built-in entertainment center thing I was going for. I just really didn't like it. I thought that the swatch with the green that quote-unquote matches the chairs and the kitchen really didn't match that well. And therefore, I just stuck with the wood tone that matched. And I just feel as though, even though the couches still somewhat blend with this paneling that I chose, I don't know, there's a warm, cozy feeling to it while still having this kind of more contemporary style. And this was kind of the happy medium for me. And not being a huge fan of this style of decor really made it difficult for me to make a lot of determinations with this particular renovation. But I do really like the living space. I like the mirror behind the love seat. And let me point out, I finally used the matching tile, wall tile and floor tile from Growing Together in this kitchen. And that was actually the catalyst for the entire build. I plopped those things down and I said to myself, okay, we're going to go contemporary. We're going to try to use the Modern Luxe kit. That's as far as I went. I placed down the Dream Home Decorator counters and cabinets, and I thought, all right, the greens and the browns are really doing it for me right now. Let's see if I can carry it through to the rest of the apartment. And without using every single Dream Home Decorator item, it was challenging. I think, actually, at the time of me doing this too, I think I posted on Twitter, I was like, why do I feel like the only assets that match Dream Home Decorator are Dream Home Decorator? Actually, I kind of think I know why that is. I think it's because the wood swatches don't really match anything else we have in the game. That's just my assessment. It does not mean I'm correct, but that's my assessment. The woods do not match other woods for the most part, and it makes it really, really hard to match it with other things. And I'm one of those people. I have gotten much better about this over the past, I'll say maybe 6 months. That's the time frame that I've kind of assessed myself a bit. I used to despise mismatching wood tones. It just drove me crazy in my own builds. I did not like it. I almost refused to do it. It was really, really, really challenging for me to do. But in the past, maybe 6-ish months, I've gotten much more comfortable with it and found ways to use different swatches of items that I just wasn't using before. So it's been a really good thing for me. This is the bathroom, by the way, really, really quick. Doesn't really matter. It's very, very plain. It's very brown. It's very brown and white, this bathroom. It is not very exciting, but I did use this shower tub combo from Growing Together. It's probably my favorite shower that we have in the game at this point. And then we do quickly move on to the bedroom as well. And again, just a one bedroom. So we do have this beautiful bed from the Modern Luxe kit. And I was thinking that maybe the sim that lived here really enjoyed writing. That was my only thought because I give them a desk with a ton of, well, not a ton, but some books on the desk. They've got a little journal that they're maybe scribbling in. And I also use some of the Book Nook wall decorations as well, kind of the literary themed ones. Oh, and these curtains from the Modern Luxe kit. I love them. But that was my thought. This could, of course, be for any sim that you would like. You can change anything you'd like if you do download this renovation. But that was kind of my thought. Maybe they're a pretty well-off, famous writer. And they just enjoy living in very simple modern luxury in their very nice apartment in the fashion district. I don't know. But yeah, this is actually almost it for the apartment renovation. I just pick a wardrobe, I add a few more decorations, I add a rug, I changed the flooring because I realized I forgot to change it in here as well as the wallpaper. And then I add that desk that I mentioned earlier. They do have a laptop as well. I think it's technically the career unlock from the freelance writer career, so it's not in just the regular build and buy catalog without cheats, just so you know. But if you do download it, it will be there, and that's perfectly fine. But that's pretty much it. So I'll leave you guys here. I hope you enjoyed this apartment renovation. I'm actually going to try to do another apartment in this exact unit and see if I can come up with another floor plan and maybe post it the following week. I'm not quite sure, but let me know what you guys think. I cannot wait to hear your thoughts, and I will catch you next time I post a video, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
I want slow love, uncomplicated touch, stable as we go, consistent as we grow. I won't slow love, no need to rush. I'll say it in my dreams, strange as it may seem.